Welcome to episode 5 of Losing 55 Pounds. I gained 55 pounds over the span of the last 5 years, and now I'm going to lose it. I don't want this series to be called Watch How Fast I Lose 55 Pounds, because that's not what this is about. This is about the genuine authenticity of losing 55 pounds. All the struggles that come with that, all the fatigue, all the emotional roller coasters, all of the cravings, all the trouble sleeping. I want anyone who feels like they have tried and grappled and wrestled with their weight and it just seems so hard to come off. I want them to be able to relate to this video and watch me as an example to see that it is possible. I started this series at 247 pounds and now I am 238 pounds. I did that by watching my calorie intake and trying to get more exercise in than usual. If you're in a caloric deficit and you are staying active, you will most likely lose weight. If you're lowering your caloric intake and you're exercising, try that for at least 2 weeks. If that doesn't work for you, then you have to get rid of sugar. But for me, it's working so far, thank God, and I'm continuing doing what I'm doing. I even started weightlifting. My friend Omar has been training me with lightweight so that I don't get injured, and it also helps prevent me from getting injured. I'm taking my rest seriously. I did have trouble sleeping. I had a lot of fatigue on week 1 trying to adjust to the new diet, and I've been craving crazy things. And once a week I give in to my cravings, but I don't eat fries, I don't drink soda. I just get that one thing that I'm craving, because most likely your taste buds and what they're craving, you're just gonna go and get that source. You don't need fries. You don't need the soda that accompanies that fried chicken sandwich. You don't need the fries and the soda that accompanies that Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Just eat that. And if you can, make that at home. You're gonna save like 800 to 1,000 calories making that at home. I just made this Philly cheesesteak the other day. Man, it was so good. I made it with sourdough bread, onions, turmeric, chili powder, garlic, beef. I cut it all up. I put cheese on it. It was 800 calories because of all the cheese and the olive oil that I used. But I did use olive oil. I did not use canola oil. I did not have like a white bread full of sugar hoagie. I just used sourdough bread. So like just simple substitutions like that, you're gonna save so many calories. You're gonna feel better, and you're gonna not feel so bad about what you ate. It's not gonna be hard to burn off. It's not going to be on your mind all the time. Okay. And if you're having trouble sleeping, I don't recommend eating a whole bunch of honey, but if you can take 1 tablespoon of honey right before you go to bed, your sleep will improve. All right. And it doesn't sugar spike your sugar levels when you eat honey, but you can't do it in excess. You just have to have a moderate serving of honey and you'll be fine. Okay. So I've been doing that. The first week, after I was so proud of myself for dieting and going to the gym, I would treat myself at nighttime with a Coke Zero. And sometimes that would turn from 1 Coke Zero into like 3 Coke Zeros. I had to quit that. That was no go. Also, another problem that I've experienced is that when I eat high protein, I get constipated because there's not enough fiber to combat that high protein. So I did have to up my fiber, which includes sugar and carbs. So I'm not doing the whole no sugar thing. Of course, I need sugar and carbohydrates to move, and I'm just going to do it that way. But it's going to be a low amount of sugar and carbs and a high amount of protein, and then some fiber supplements in there as well. I'm also going to start implementing apple cider vinegar, the real thing, not the gummies, and I'm going to do that with lemon juice, and I'm adding cinnamon almost every day to my diet as well. I think this is going to help me immensely. I have been working out a lot. And just when I say workout, I don't mean I'm going to the gym and I'm doing back, buys, chest, tries. I'm talking about like I'm going on walks and I'm doing lunges and I'm lifting things and stuff like that. Just walking. If you're losing 55 pounds, you don't need to become a bodybuilder. I mean, it definitely helps. But if you're just trying to lose fat, you can walk and diet and you'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Because we have excess fat stored on our body, and all we have to do is ignite that stored energy into what we're doing and it will go away. Okay, so this series is for everybody who feels like they're combating weight loss and it's so hard to lose weight. Trust me, dude, I know it's super hard to lose weight. It's like, how can I keep going for this? I want to live my normal life again, and your normal life needs to change. Your normal life made you fat, and that's the reality. I look at myself and I'm like, dude, you did this to yourself. No one else did this to you. You did this to yourself, and you need to change. When I was a young Marine, I got this blessed opportunity to go to jungle warfare training when I was in Okinawa. And so they took us to the jungle of Okinawa. During the time that I went, I was 10 to 15 pounds heavier than I usually was. And so my fitness counterpart, my friend Jacob, we'd be the big guys in our shop or roll together, and we'd always see like who can beat who and wrestling and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Jacob was there, and he had to tie this harness on me so that I could zip line and rappel. And he was trying to tie the harness on me, and he was short of rope because I had gained some weight. And he was like, "So fat, you're like a roly-poly, dude. You're fatty cakes over here." You know, all these kind of mean things. And that really pushed me, you know. And yeah, he was trying to be mean, but at the same time, he wanted me to lose weight. And that's exactly what I did. As soon as I got back from the jungle, I got lean and mean again, ripped as heck. And then he was like, "Dang, Johnny, all because I called you fat in the jungle?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." And so that's my moment. That's my story. That's my motivation. Every time that I get fat and I'm unhappy with myself, I have that voice in my head telling me, "You're fat," on pounds drop off like crazy. You always got to stay hard, guys. You got to make time to work out. You got to get your steps in. You got to move. You got to stretch. You got to hydrate. Just go ahead and try. If you want it, it will happen. Okay? If you want to make those changes, just make those changes, because it will save you. It will save you a whole bunch of the pain that you feel, the arthritis that you have, the trouble sleeping that you have. It's most likely the things that you're eating. And I promise, if you change that to a generic, authentic, organic diet, all of those problems will fade away. And I'm here to do it with you. If you disagree with anything that I'm saying, please let me know in the comments. All right? I'm not a guru on this stuff. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm trying to learn all this stuff myself. If you have more knowledge than me, please share it so everyone else can see. If I'm saying something wrong, please share it so that everyone else can see. All I want is to be healthy and to inspire other people to be healthy as well. And if you feel like you're getting to a point where there's no return, join me on this journey and let's beat the impossible. Okay, guys? And thank you for tuning in, and subscribe to follow me on this channel. In the description, you're going to find the previous episodes to this series as well as the podcast. And there's a Discord channel that you can join if you want coaches to help you. I have virtual coaches who are fitness gurus who always give advice and always try to help people. So if you feel like you need like that emotional support system, feel free to join the Discord, and we'll have a great time. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time.